What's up, guys? It's Mandy from DCLblogger.com. I'm going to be making a new series of videos. This is going to be the first video in the series, and it's basically just going to recap the week, the best sales that have been done in my opinion for this week, as in the best deals, the best lands on the market currently, and just the state of the market this week. I think it'll be a good resource for any new investor that's a bit confused as to what's a good area to buy and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, I'm going to be making this video every single week. It's going to be short and sweet. So let's get straight to the point. Firstly, what I wanted to do was touch upon the state of the mana token. Whoa, hold up. Let me just flip this to the top. All right, the state of the mana token. All right, mana token heavily, the price of the token heavily influences the land sales, because I have seen this over the last 6 months, and I know everyone's got different opinions on this, but unless there's a huge influx of investors, if the rate of new investors coming on board stays the same, like just trickling in, then this is what's going to happen, right? So as the mana token increases, so it goes from say 8 cents to 12 cents, from 12 cents to 15 cents, what I found is the price of land decreases relative to mana. So like about a month ago, there were no lands under 7,000 mana for sale. You can see that there's quite a lot of lands that sold for 6,500 mana. There's some lands that sold for even 5,300, 5,250 mana. So people were ready to sell their lands cheaper because they want to cash out that mana while the token is high, and they can, use it to pay their everyday bills if they've got some expenses coming up. At the end of the day, you need to sell this land to cash out your money. So that's what's happened, and that's what's going to continue happening. If the mana token gets really, really high, say 40 to 50 cents, then I'm not going to be surprised to see land selling at 2,000 to 3,000 mana. With that in mind, at the mana token currently selling at about 13 cents, probably 13 to 15 cents. These are the lands that I feel have sold at the best prices so far. So anything under 7,000 mana is a pretty good buy. Anything under 6,000 mana, you're pretty safe with buying. So all of these lands, particularly these ones, I know there was a bunch of them, maybe 9 of them sold slowly, but they kind of, it was a square patch very close to this district, which was what's it called? Festival Land. So if you want to see the actual land, it was the Festival Land district. And I think if Festival Land pulls it off, it can be a very good district, because I went onto a roller coaster, a VR roller coaster, and it was like the scariest thing I've ever freaking done. It wasn't a roller coaster, it was actually one of those rides that like go really quick down in a circular motion, and it goes like upside down. You're hanging upside down, and then it kind of comes back down this way, and like, there's a lot of G-force going down. And I swear to God, even though what I was sitting in was just like a little semicircle thing that just all it did was just tilt this way and tilt that way, I felt like when it was going down, I felt the G-force. I felt my stomach sit up here, or my heart go down to my stomach. Like, it was all there. It was like my mind was telling me I was really out on an actual ride. It was crazy. Right, I would say like it was exactly how it felt as to be on a freaking roller coaster or a crazy ride. So with that in mind, I think Festival Land can pull. If they pull it off, then they could be a pretty good district to visit. So anyway, there was a good 9 of these that sold for 6,500 ish, and I think that was a really good buy. But I didn't buy any of those because I'm kind of holding on to my mana at the moment. I've got way too much money invested in land. I need to liquidate some of my land before I can jump in and buy some of these. But so there were those. There was also some of the higher price lands. This one sold for 29 minus 1, which was on the main road. Let's see if I can pull it up. I think it was this one over here, 29 minus 1. This one sold for 49,000 mana, but about a week or two before that, it actually sold for 35,000 mana, which is freaking cheap. And if I didn't see it at 35,000 mana, if I did, I would have purchased it hands down, because the quick flip, right? Buy it for 35,000 and sell it for 49,000. 49,000 mana is still really, really cheap, which is exactly what happened here. I don't know who this was, but they definitely knew what they were doing. Where are we? So this guy over here, he bought it for 35,000 mana. Just 6 days before it sold once again yesterday. I think, yeah, yesterday it sold, or the day before. But he bought it for like $5,000, sold it for $6,300 US. Again, like if you've seen the blogs posts on my website, you buy it really cheap, you sell it really cheap. That's how you make your money with this with Decentraland, or I'm pretty sure crypto collectibles in general. So if you're seeing it for 35,000 mana, it's a no-brainer to buy it, right? You buy it for 35,000, you sell it for 49,000, you make quick 14,000 mana, and yeah, all right, someone might come and buy it for 49 and resell it for 70 or 80, but at the end of the day, like, this guarantees a quick profit. Now you can invest 49,000 mana into land and, make more money on that. Whereas if you had listed it for, say, 67 or 80,000 mana, or 99,000 as it is at the moment, you might have to wait about a month or two before it sells. And you can do a lot of trades with the mana that you made in profit previously and guarantee a flip if you just do it this way. So anyway, that's a really good land that's sold. What else do we have? That was my land that sold. I'm going to be a bit biased. It was a good deal, but I wish I could get a bit more for that. It was on the main road in the top left, minus 50 to 50 quadrant of Decentraland. So this space here, it was on the main road right here. There's another one for sale, 29,500. I think this one's a bit cheaper too, 25,990, but it's on the other side. Mine was on this side. And I had sold one for 35,000 mana about a month ago, literally just above the land that sold, like that one here, this one. But I don't know, the market's a little bit down as of late, so I had to reduce it to 26,222. Still made a decent amount of profit on that. I bought this one along with the other one that was right on top of it. So there was 3 parcels in this deal that I had purchased to flip. There was this one, the one right on top of it, and a Genesis City plot. And I bought them all collectively for 80,000 mana. No, I think it was 90,000 mana. And I sold this one for 26,000 and the one right on top of it for 35,000. So 35 plus 26 is 60,000 mana, which leaves me with my Genesis City, where if I sell that for 50,000, then I make 20,000 mana profit. So I'm hoping to do that. Worst case scenario, I'll sell it for 35, 40,000, make 10,000 mana profit. It was a big investment for not that much margin. I wish I could have sold this for a bit more. What else are we doing? This was a good buy, obviously under 5,000 mana. These are all 7,000. You can see that the market, what seems to sell are lands that are priced really, really well. They've got to be attractive to the buyer. This was on the main road, sold for 19,000. Anything on the on a double road, under 20,000 mana is a good buy. These ones sold for 5,000, between 5,000 and 5,600. And I was in talks with the seller of this, and I was trying to get him all bought for 5,000 mana and below that, but he did really well. He priced it initially for, I think, 7,000 mana, and I slowly dropped him to 6,500, then 6,000, then 5,300 until they all sold. So he sold these with a bunch of other ones in the same kind of area. Just a bunch, a small little square, not really close to anything big, but they was the cheapest lands on the market, so obviously they sold. Another one which I wanted to touch upon before I ended this part of the video is another land that I was, again, in discussions in buying this. It was listed for 36,000 mana. I told the guy, if you list it for 30,000 mana, I'm gonna buy it. He listed it for 30,600 mana, and I just missed it. And it was a Genesis City land. Oh man, these ones, I always buy these because one time, like probably 3-4 months ago, I had a plot and it sold for 150,000 mana, and I bought it for, I shit you not, 20,000 mana. Right? It was a private deal. I bought it on a private deal and I sold it on the marketplace when the marketplace just opened. And it like, I made so much money profit from that. And ever since then, like anything under 50,000 mana, probably closer to, I try and aim for under 40,000 mana. I'll buy it if I can get in touch with the buyer and get it in touch with the seller and drop the price a little bit more. Anyway, that was a really good price, 30,600 mana. There's not that many Genesis City plots that are priced competitively or attractively. I know there's a couple of plots on the south Genesis plazas. So there's one over here, which is my one, selling for 54,000 mana. Personally, I wouldn't buy it unless it's under 50,000 mana. So if you want it for 50,000 mana, let me know. Just contact me, and I'll sell it for you for 50,000 mana or 49,000. There's another one over here that is selling for. That's the one that was sold for 30,000. He's selling it for 59,000. So again, he can just flip it for, I reckon, he can list it for 45,000 mana, and I'm pretty sure it'll sell in the next 2-3 weeks. And again, that's about 15,000 mana profit made. Remember, buy, sell, buy cheap, sell cheap. Now, if you're, pricing it stupidly, like, these ones, 950,000 mana, like, look at who you're competing with. You're competing with people selling it for 60,000 mana or 55,000 mana, or a lot less than whatever you priced at. So there's no chance that will sell unless you've listed it for like the next 5 years and, this project blows up. But there's another one here for 79,000 mana. Yep. That one there. The rest of them are really, really expensive. So at the end of the day, like, the bottom of the lands that are connected to Genesis plazas are between 50 to 80,000. If those all got sold, the next cheapest one to buy connected to a Genesis plaza would be like 100,000 or something. So who knows? That could sell. All right. So those are the lands I think that did the best in terms of the cheapest ones are the best buys. Currently, like, the best ones to buy. If you're looking in the closest 4 quadrants, which was this one, basically minus 50 to 50 above, going away from Genesis Plaza. The best lands I think to buy are probably these two. I think I saw this one for 25,000. Oh, no, that's 50,000. This one? 25,000 mana. This one's also 25,000 mana. This one's 25,000, but it's connected to a double single road, right? It's at the corner of that. It's a pretty good buy. The rest of them are priced above 30,000, I'm pretty sure. If you can get anything in this space connected to a single road under 20,000 mana, you've done really well. Same thing goes here, but this one's obviously always been more popular than this area over here. The closer you can get to here, if you're really close to this space over here and you're finding them for under 30,000, under 25,000, it's a good buy. One's connected to the main road. This one has been relisted to 99,000 mana, which is the cheapest in the top minus 30. So 30 units vertical and horizontal. This one is the cheapest. I try and pick these up for under 50,000 mana if I can get them, because I know that they sell for about 70 to 80,000 mana. I've listed my 4 over here. 88,000, 84,000, what's this one? 44 and 48, I think. So all up, 260,000 for this plot of 4. I've priced it a little bit higher. It's still the cheapest. I mean, like, 88,000 is still cheaper than 90,000 mana, and it's also closer as well, but it's still not cheap enough, and I know that. I need to make it a bit cheaper. But I'm hoping someone comes along that wants all 4 of them and we can negotiate a deal together. Like, I'm happy to go a bit cheaper than this. So yeah, that's a good deal. It's not a really good deal, but like, I reckon these 2 are probably good deals. What else do we have? We also have this section of like 9 parcels. So this one, these 2, these 3, and these 3. So not including the one in red. They are sold from the same seller. And I think they're a pretty good deal. I mean, like, you're getting road parcels for 8,000 mana. It's not too bad. And you're also getting other non-road parcels, but still pretty cheap, 6,500 mana. Ideally, I'd want it probably about 1,000 mana off for each one of these parcels. But the fact that you're getting 9 connected parcels, which are estates. So basically, you're getting a 9 set of estates. So the more parcels you have joined together, the higher you can build. So an estate of 9 pieces can give you a height of 3.3 times 20, which is 66 meters. So you're getting a build height of 66 meters, which is, if you just have one parcel, the build height is 20 meters. So you can build 3 times higher than anyone else that has a single parcel. if you buy all of these. So this is a pretty good buy actually for someone that wants a 3x3 or 9 set of parcels. These ones aren't too bad considering that you're buying like 20 or 20 parcels in a row. I think they were priced under 20,000. Yeah, 14, 15. That's not too bad actually. The odd one over 30,000. Okay, that might ruin it. All right, nah, screw that. That's not a good deal. What else do you have? So these are all the newest parcels. This one isn't too bad. It's like 1, 2, 3. So all 3 sides are joined by roads. And in Decentraland, in the whole world, there's actually not that many lands that, and there are not that many parcels that are connected to 3 or 4 lands, so that are surrounded. There's only like a handful of ones in this Decentraland place, and maybe some closer to Genesis City. But yeah, so this land, like if it sells for maybe under 12,000, it's actually a pretty good buy. This guy bought it for 8,000. I personally think it'll probably sell for 16,000 mana, maybe another couple of weeks if he holds on to it. What else do we have? We got this one here. Again, this was relisted to 59,750 mana. It's one of the cheapest, as opposed to my one over here, where my one is the cheapest. This one is probably 5,000 mana more, but it's not too bad. I mean, like if you're into Genesis City, you want to get something close, then anything under 60,000 is I think is a good buy. Ideally, you want to grab it under 50,000. If you can buy it closer to 30,000, it's a steal. But you know, it's a question of, are there going to be more lands selling less than that, or is this the cheapest you can get them? Because there's not that many lands selling for actually under 100,000 that are connected to Genesis Plaza. Then you've got this one over here, pretty cool spot, both of them. 27,000, 33,000. Good buy. There's only one of these in the whole world where it's connected to both the north and horizontal, kind of the main link to the southern districts, or any district to this kind of locality over here, which is the Vegas City locality. Anything connected like this parcel or this parcel over here is going to get all that traffic. So anyone that wants to go from here down, or anyone that wants to go from down here, or from the Decentraland University here. The thing that makes this special is the fact that these districts are really, really big. So Vegas City is a big district. Decentraland University is a big district. But ideally, I want to get it for under 20,000. I like to buy lands that are really good prices. But 27,500 mana isn't too bad. What else do you have? You've got this one connected directly to Dragon City. Anything connected to this directly, I haven't actually been. I bought a few lands here, which I had to drop them down to under 8,000 mana to sell. This one's still close, but the fact that it's connected directly to a district make it not too bad of a buy. What else do we have? Then we got this one over here, which I don't know, somewhere in the middle. I would ideally hope for it to get closer to 30,000 mana. It's about 41 spots away from Center Genesis. So it just kind of falls out of the cut of minus 30. But yeah, it's like 55,000 mana. Pretty expensive. It's not that cheap, but I think it's a fairly priced land. But ideally, I'd want to see it, drop down to about 30,000 mana. Between 30 and 40,000 mana would probably be its buy range. But yeah, that's a quick review over the land state of the land market, virtual land market for Decentraland. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want me to continue with these, let me know in my comments or wherever. I'll post this in Reddit or Discord. But yeah, enjoy.